Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Haloyim Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harachakwadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and are worthy of their double honors. Peace and blessing to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last 6 of time. Shabbat Shalom. Back at you with another lesson going into even the puppet master has a master. Even the puppet master has a master. All right, that master being Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. And that puppet master of this current world being Esau Edom, all right, who is the devil that the Bible speaks of. All right, and on his agenda and his plan for world global dominance, we have here an article, UK News, Yahoo.com. Now I'm going to be very careful how I read some of these words in order not for this video to get flagged. But you, Akim, can read it, and it also has. You could just type this in on Google, and this article should pop up. But I'll just read into it. It says Tony Blair calls for blank libraries, as you can see, to monitor the jump shot. You need the data. You need to know. All right, says this guy Tony Blair. All right, who is a world, all right, so-called leader. Okay, who is pushing the agenda for the society to go fully digital. All right, and we know according to Revelation 13 chapter 16 verse. All right, he is pushing. All right, and he is in a line with this society being C-hipped, all right, or having that charagma or karax placed in their right hand or in their forehead. I'm going to read into this article. It says, Tony Blair has called for digital libraries that can record the status of people around the world in future pandemics. Now, what does this sound like, right? Revelation 13 and 16, he calls it all. It says here, Tony Blair has called for digital libraries that can record the status of people around the world in future pandemics. Now, we know Esau, he likes to put a thing out there which is called order out of chaos. So he'll have chaos, and then he'll come around the corner with the so-called solution, as he did with this whole pandemic. All right, the pestilence came on the scene. He came around the corner with his so-called miracle, man, according to Revelation the 13th chapter as well, man. All right, but that charagma is going to lead to, all right, 2/3 of Israel who take it and submit to that image, as well as these other nations, these heathen nations that take it, being cast into that lake of fire, man. All right, and the elect of the house of Israel, who are going to get the victory over that beast, will not receive that grievous sword, man, according to Revelation the 16th chapter, the 2nd verse. But it says, in a WEF discussion on containing the next major pestilence outbreak, the former prime minister said all countries need proper infrastructure to identify who has received as you can see, all right, to identify who has received, I'll just highlight it, all right, you see, so he wants to identify those who have received, all right, the so-called miracle that they've put out, all right, and they're going to put out this next miracle, all right, the ultimate, like the Apostle Tahar went into, the ultimate jump shot, which is the charagma, all right, and that's the technology they're coming with to ultimately monitor your whereabouts, everything you do, how you buy, how you sell, how you trade, your thoughts, man, all right, but it's going to come in the form of a way of a left-handed miracle. And here you go on the screen. Let me try to exit out of this Akim Salaki. There we go. Satan putting this up right after. But it says the talk was based on the principle that safe blank created within 100 days of an outbreak can protect countries from the economic and societal damage brought about by lockdowns imposed during the pandemic. All right, And it says, Blair said, in the end, you need the data. And how is he going to get that data? All right. How are the elites of this society, all right, which are the puppet masters, all right, starting with the Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Gettys, all right, the international banking families, okay, how are they going to get this data, okay, from the entire population on the earth, man, about how they buy, how they sell, how they trade? The charagma, man, all right? And they're pushing for these things, as the scriptures say, they grope in their noonday, they do things by way of darkness, man. So a lot of left-handed sacrifices went up at these meetings, all right? And a lot of idol worship, man. Blood drinking, all right? It says, in the end, you need the data. You need to know who's been blank and who hasn't been, right? They need to know, not you, all right? Not the average person that's walking around, eating McDonald's every day, all right? Working a 9 to 5. No, the elites, man. They want total control, like they said, but it's going into your mind, body, and your soul, man. It's going to come via this charagma, man. Because Esau wants to put society in his image, man. And we were made in the image of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. All right? Not in any other image. That's why the scriptures tell you in, I believe in Romans, it says, Most High has reserved 7,000 men going in that completion that have not bowed to Baal, man, to this image, man. So ultimately, the elect, Lord willing, we are that number. If we're that number, we're not going to bow to this image, man, to this system, all right, to his philosophies, to his dogmas, all right. This is the book of Job, chapter 12. I'm going to start at 12. It says, with the ancient is wisdom, and in length of days understanding. With wisdom, Salakia, with him is wisdom and strength, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. He hath counsel and understanding. Behold, he breaketh down, and it cannot be built again. He shut it up a man, and there can be no opening. That's right, man, because only the Lord has control of these things to break down and build up. We can only, like the scriptures tell you can do nothing against the truth before. We can only help and be servants unto the Lord, man, and be ministers of his word, man, and partakers of the mercy of the Lord, man, because we for certainly don't want to be a part of the Lord's hot anger, man, that he's going to deliver onto those that have taken that charagma, man. But it says, verse 15, behold, he withholdeth the waters, and they dry up. Also he sendeth them out, and they overturn the earth. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. He leadeth counselors away spoiled, and maketh the judges fools. That's right, man. And the judges of this society, and this guy Tony Blair, who would be a so-called, in a way, a judge, man, a left-handed judge, man. All right, going to decide or have his hand in, all right, this global agenda, man, and he does, man. Just look at the caption of this. It says Tony Blair calls for digital libraries to monitor the jump shot. You need the data you need to know, man. Sounds like a wicked judge to me. Look at this guy, man. Pure evil. A scoundrel. A crook, man. Look at him, man. Wants to put technology in everyone in order to further his sick agenda, man, along with the global elites, man. Starting with the international banking families. All right? Job 12 and 17, he leadeth counselors away spoiled, and maketh the judges fools. All right? The deceived and the deceiver are the Most High's, man, not Esau's, because even the puppet master has a master. All right? Now let's get that. Let's see if we can get it in the NLT. Let's see if they got anything. All right? Bear with me, Hakeem. Give me a second. All right. Job 12 and 16 in the NLT. Yes, strength and wisdom are his. Deceivers and deceived are both in his power. You see? They're both in the power of the Most High, man. The ones that are deceiving, that have the power to deceive, which is Esau, Edom, all right, starting with chiefly Amalek, and the ones that are being deceived by it. Meaning what? 2/3 of our people, all right, these other nations that are on the planet Earth, all right, that have drunken of the wine of the wrath of the fornication of Babylon the Great, man. All right? The Lord controls both sides, man. It says he leads counselors away stripped of good judgment. Wise judges become fools, right? Because this guy, Tony Blair, he's stripped of good judgment, man. He's ultimately prideful in his mind to where he thinks that he is going to be accomplishing this agenda, man. He is going to be putting into motion this NWO, man. Not so, says Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. The Most High says the deceived and the deceiver are his. And the Most High has you just where he wants you, Esau. Get this real quick. The Most High has you just where he wants you. This is Isaiah 29:16. I'm going to start at 15. Isaiah 29:15. Woe, meaning destruction, unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, Yahweh. And their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? And that's likened onto this guy. They're pushing this agenda in the light like it's actually going to help you, it's going to solve your mental issues, your problems, okay, your brain injuries and certain things like that, epilepsy, all right? Certain people that are paralyzed going to be able to walk again. It's a miracle, all right? It's a left-handed miracle, okay? He's pushing us to be something good for society. We need the data. We need to know in order to come with better solutions that is going to help the whole population, help mankind, all right? Speaking in double tongues, man. That's how these devils move, all right? It says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay, meaning the Most High is going to consider these things, man. He knows what you're doing. He's leading you to do these things, man. We just read the deceived and the deceiver are his, man. So the Most High is leading you, Esau, all the way up until you get to the height of your power, which is you coming with all you got military-wise, man, with your nuclear power. And the Most High is going to show you exactly how powerful you truly are, which is no power at all, man. It's like on those movies, they'll have like somebody that's really not bothered by something, right? And they'll have a fly buzz and they'll be like, man, you hear something? Like, did you hear that? Right, that's how the Most High is going to do Esau, Edom, and his military, and these other nations in their military, man. All right? Scriptures tell you in 2 Ezra the 13th chapter, he lifted up neither sword nor instrument of war, man. All right? It says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Right, man. And you're the work, Esau. So can you tell the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the power of the heavens, the power of the earth, all right, the power of the sun, the moon, who controls good and evil, all wisdom, all understanding? Can you tell him that he didn't make you, man? No, you can't, man. It says, he made me not. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? Right, man. So after the painter's done painting the picture and he looks at it and he steps back and he says, man, that's a nice picture. Oh, man, I like what I did with that. Can that frame say, oh, you didn't just make me. You didn't just put me up here. No, man. You got to give credit to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all right, for exalting you to this highest extent, Esau. This prideful state you're in, man. And the credit goes to Yahweh Shem Yahushua as well for delivering us, man, and saving us and having mercy upon us, all right? Let me see if there's something on that in the NLT. Yeah, man, because even the puppet master has a master. Esau, Edom, you have a master, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is your master, and he will overthrow you, man. Easily. Light work. We just got to go through it and have the faith, all right? this is Isaiah 29:15. It says, what sorrow awaits those who try to hide their plans from the Lord? And that's Esau, Edom. Who do their evil deeds in the dark. Right, and this was an evil deed, man. At this, where y'all was stationed at in Sweden, man, you had all type of wickedness going on, man. You just came out with what you wanted us to see, man. All right, with these certain news clips. And the Most High ultimately controls that as well, man. So we know the Most High put these certain plans that you have out so the men of the Lord can edify it, starting with the apostles on down to the least of us, and feed the flock, man. So it's order as well. It says, what sorrow awaits those who try to hide their plans from the Lord, who do their evil deeds in the dark. The Lord can't see us, they say. He doesn't know what's going on. How foolish can you be? He is the potter. Man, he is the potter, and he is certainly greater than you, the clay. Should the created thing say of the one who made it, he didn't make me? Does a jar ever say, the potter who has made me is stupid? Right, man, because the jar is the thing that's created, man. All right? The potter is the creator. So Esau, the Most High, he's got you in a trick bag, man. It's not going to end well for you. Tony Blair, it's not going to end well for you, man, because you can run, you can hide, but you can't get away from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Get this real quick, man, because this is likened on to Esau, Edom as well, man. This is Amos 9:2. It says, though they dig into hell, because you're going to try to hide, all right? You elites, you global elites, you rich men, you're going to try to hide and escape this judgment because America is on its last toenail, man. All right? And you know this place is going to collapse financially, so you're going to try to head out of town, man. It says, though they dig into hell, then shall mine hand take them. That's right, man. You go into these underground bunkers, all right? These different gateway of survival tactics you have, man. They're going to be null and void in that day, man. As the scriptures tell you, beliefs in Jeremiah. Let me see real quick. Let me read this first. It says, Amos 9:2, though they dig into hell, then shall mine hand take them. Right, and ultimately the men of the Lord start when Yahushua the hand of the Lord, man, the right hand, on the right hand side, and the angels. It says, though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down, man. Yeah, man, you're trying to station yourself up in the heavens, all right? Create so-called colonies up there where people can live and not have to deal with the things on the earth, man. But you don't have control over those things, man. You've been given the fatness of the earth and the dew of the heavens, man, the light mist, man, all right? It says, and though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out hence. That's right, man. You got yourself in our land, man. All right? First and foremost, you're going to have to come up out of there. All right? And ultimately, we know the Most High is going to put you in a state, Esau, of slavery for that 1,000-year period. You're going to truly be reduced, man. You're going to be reduced back to who you truly are, man. And this is the start of it, all right? This is a part of it, okay? Us going out in the highways and byways and telling our people who you truly are, all right? It says, I will search and take them out thence, and though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, whoo, that's right, man. You even try to hide under there, man, all right? You're going to be trying to escape everywhere because you had the technology at one point in time, all right, to tap into these things briefly for a moment, man, all right? And get the technology on them to where you're able to make technology through the Most High's power, all right, of course, to go into the sea, to go down into these underground bunkers, to go up into the heavens, man, all right? But it says, and though they go into captivity before their enemies, Salakia, the latter end of 3, and though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. That's right, man, Leviathan. It says, and though they go into captivity before their enemies, thence will I command the sword, and it shall slay them, and I will set mine eyes upon them for evil and not for good. That's right, man. Because ultimately, you know, Esau, after that 1,000-year period, bro, hey, man, it's over with for you, Esau. Like Isaiah the 14th chapter says, we're going to cut off the sun and a nephew, man. Your lineage, your heritage, Esau, starting with the male, hey, it's going to be discontinued, man. Thus said Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, just real quick. Maybe in Jeremiah, maybe. Okay. Let me see. Okay, it's Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord, Yahweh. And the fishers are the elect, man. We're fishing for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. It says, and they shall fish them, and after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. That's right, man. That's according to prophecy. We're going to use spiritual power through Yahweh Shem Yahushai, starting with Yahweh Shai, to get these global elites from out of these underground bunkers, from these clefts of the rocks, man, where they've hidden themselves and said that, okay, well, we're going to escape judgment. No, you can't escape prophecy. If America is not going to be able to stop or have balm for her from being destroyed, then Esau Edom, you're the oppressor. You ruled America. You're certainly going to be delivered your just reward, man. So, Lord willing, this message was edifying. I'm going to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Haloyim Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem HaRachakwadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and are worthy of the double honors. Peace and blessing to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last 6 of time. Kwam Yashala, Shabbat Shalom.